Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit. I've moved over here because Tonya Hall is sitting here, host of Marketing Mavericks, and she has 3 new iPad, I don't want to say cases, devices for your iPad from Belkin.
It is a Belkin iPad Roundup.
A festival.
A festival.
Well, let's start with what? That little one?
Yeah, so the little one is actually a charger.
It's a dock.
It's a dock. It is the Express dock by Belkin.
I'm going to resist the urge to say, what's up, doc?
You didn't
So
resist.
I see it's connected. So this is hardwired to what?
So there's a 4-foot cord, which is kind of nice. You can actually plug it into your laptop.
So it's a USB cord.
Yes.
And then we have also a rubberized surface, so it sticks on the ground pretty good. And it's got the lightning port right there.
And that's an adjustable lightning port, which is kind of nice. So you don't have to take your iPad out of the case.
What happens when I press that? What is that? Is that volume?
No, it actually adjusts the lightning port that you were talking about.
It raises it up and down.
Yeah, it makes it so that you can leave. Yeah, you can leave it in the case. Just stick it right on the dock.
You just turn the knob and it goes up. That's awesome.
So it's adjustable, which is
because different
really
cases
nice.
have different depths.
Exactly. So you don't have to mess with taking it off. Just stick it right on, and when you're ready to go, you're all done.
Neato.
So that's kind of nice.
Okay.
It's a metallic finish. It isn't aluminum. It just looks like it is.
Feels pretty heavy though.
But it's a nice quality weight. So it's actually a really nice dock.
Now, it says iPad, but I think because of the lightning cable, I suppose you could plug it into an iPhone.
You can. This one's a little bit bigger, I think, so that's why they have one that's actually a little bit less expensive.
And you just plug the other end into your Mac or your computer, and then it charges it and connects it. That's cool. Now, how much?
Well, that's the thing. So they do have a smaller one that you could use for iPad. So if you don't want that, but if you for your iPhone rather.
Right.
But this one is $59.99.
Okay, $60.
So, but I think it's worth it. I actually like it.
It feels like $60 worth it.
It does.
Good. All right, that's the Belkin
Express dock.
Express dock. We have the box right here if you want to.
The Pro is quality. The Con was hard to come. Really, it's price, I guess, but I would actually pay for it. So I'd say it's a buy.
All right. There's a buy on the Express dock. What else do you have?
Well, there's 2 other items. So the second item we have is the Belkin Ultimate Keyboard Case.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa. Ah. So this is a case that is also a keyboard, but it looks like just a regular case.
It does.
Oh, this is it.
This is
it.
it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let's turn it on so we can see it. Now, I have had the Logitech keyboard cases. This one's a little bit more securely attached, which is one good thing. So that's the outside case. And this isn't going to fall off as it does with some of the other keyboard cases.
Right.
About the same size, though. What do you think?
It's got a lot of cutouts for all your different
angles.
So what I like.
Is this your iPad?
Yeah. Okay. It used to be. I think Twit just bought it. No,
it's a little floppy. Okay, good. Okay, good. Not going to touch it anymore.
I'm just kidding. Oh, but did you see what just happened?
What just happened?
You had the keyboard because it was unattached. But it recognized that you were ready to use the keyboard. And that's one of the best things about this. It's got 3 adjustable places, but as soon as you connect, you've got a few seconds. And then
it Bluetooth?
It is.
Okay. And these are little magnets,
and
so they hold it pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it is very sturdy. It's got this rubberized back, as you can point it out. It's got a metallic finish on the bottom, which is actually kind of a bad thing because as you slide it around, which you will.
It's slippery.
It's a little slippery, plus it scratches easily. Yeah. So that's not, I would think they would have reversed it, but.
Yeah, because this is more rubber leather / leather.
Exactly.
Look. And it's magnetically held together, so it's kind of, you have to actually work to open it up, which is good. I don't want it to fall open.
And that would have been one of my cons. I was kind of on the fence about that because I would have liked a little snap or something just a little more secure because this just snaps in and snaps out.
Right.
So it's not 100% secure as we just playing it on the table found out. But I do like that. The other thing I like is, you know how so when you took it apart and you put it on here, you can easily type. It's a nice keyboard. It's actually pretty good. But if I wanted to walk around, let's say I was using this for business, and I know I'm not supposed to be moving it.
No, that's all right. You can move it. But you can fold it down to have it be like an iPad.
Yeah, so I could walk around the warehouse. I'm talking to the...
Without taking the case off.
And it knows that it's time... It knows that it's time to to just use it as an iPad, but then when I'm ready to sit on the conference room table and I want to have a meeting with somebody, I could do that or whatever. If you're just walking around the coffee shop.
Oh, that's cool.
I do like that.
That's really cool. So I don't have to unpair it to bring up my keyboard. Just the fact that it's not attached. That's kind of smart. I guess it's using those magnets to tell the case what's going on.
It is.
So this is the ultimate keyboard case for iPad from Belkin. How much?
It is $99. It's 160 hours, though. It actually really does. Yeah.
It has a lot of battery life.
It has a lot of battery life.
That's better than anything I've ever heard before. That's good. So all week. And pros and cons?
The pros and cons on that one were basically, it was kind of hard to find some cons. It was the scratch. That the case is actually something that you could easily scratch. That's a con. The metallic finish, like I said, does scratch. And it's a little expensive, but I think it's actually kind of worth it.
Most of them are about $100. That's pretty much the price for
Pros,
these things.
160 hours. The thin case, it's kind of thin for what you're getting. And I like the Smart Tech. I like that it knows when I need to use it.
That's that's kind of neat. It's using the magnetic capability of like the Smart Case uses, and I like that because on many of the other Bluetooth keyboards, you have to turn off the keyboard in order to use the on-screen keyboard. If it's in Bluetooth range, it thinks you're using the keyboard. So the fact that it only works when it's magnetically connected, it's really great. I really like that. So I think you want to buy this? Okay.
It's a buy.
$100.
$100.
Finally, last but not least, another
last
Belkin
of the three.
with the best name, the Thunderstorm handheld. Well, now this is really getting a little grandiose. Handheld home theater. What? How does that work?
That's kind of funny. So this is the case. We'd probably take the iPad out and put it in here.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let me see if I can figure it out.
So in the meantime, like that's new to you, right?
Let's see.
What I kind of like about this case, look at this origami kind of design here. It's kind of neat. You can do a couple of different things with it.
Wow, you're folding it up.
You could fold it like this. Do something like that. Play around with it. You've got this option here. People can see that.
I got it out.
He figured it out. Wow,
that wasn't easy. I didn't want to break anything. Okay, so, and this has a charger. I see the lightning charger.
It does. You pull this thing out here, which is
put it in the right way.
With the connect the lightning. Click.
Now it's my home theater.
I hope it has that sound. That was good.
That was me. So this is a stand. This origami case now becomes a stand. And this is adding, actually, are these speakers?
This is the speaker. And you know what? It's kind of awesome. So,
should we watch Netflix?
Oh, what do I have? What was I last playing? Awkward.
Orange is the new black.
I've seen them all.
They're
no
great.
spoilers.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to work because I don't know the Wi-Fi. What do you have? Can you play some music?
Yeah, we do. So, where's YouTube?
YouTube. That's a good idea. I've heard there's music on YouTube.
Oh, let's see.
Because I want to hear what it sounds like.
Is this one a Carson?
Here, let's play this here.
Okay.
Here's some music. Iggy Azalea. You love Iggy Azalea. I know you do.
You know I do.
I do too. Who doesn't love Iggy Azalea? First, wow, that's bass.
It's got 3 settings,
That makes that ad sound better than I've ever heard it sound before.
It's actually got a setting for movies, a setting for music, and a setting for games.
It's also loud. Yeah, let's turn it down.
Let's do that.
That's pretty good.
It is.
I am kind of surprised. I didn't expect it to sound that good.
I was actually very surprised. And what I think is, again, really cool is if you're telling it.
What? What are you saying?
Eh?
Let's turn it down a little bit.
Next up on before you buy hearing aids. Okay. So what I really like is you could tell it. I'm listening to music, so it knows how to adjust. I'm listening to a movie.
Oh, it knows.
Or you tell it, or you tell it I'm listening to gaming.
Do you know how YouTube works?
Those shoes are on fire.
Yeah.
You know how YouTube works.
These shoes are on fire. There's no play button anymore.
YouTube.
Did I break YouTube?
Yeah. That's Vivo.
Well, Vivo, YouTube. They're all. Let's play some other. Let's play something else. Ariana Grande.
It's got big bass as it advertised, and it sure does.
It does.
Big bass.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. This would be, you wouldn't want to listen on the plane because it would bug everybody on the plane.
It would, obviously. But let's say you were to your hotel room and you want to listen to your iPad.
You could bother the neighbors.
You could totally bother your neighbors.
I am impressed by this.
We're sleeping.
Here, let's play it in the microphone. That is great. And this origami, the whole idea of the origami case is that you
And
can make it stand up any way you want.
And this, as you notice, the magnetic strip does come out, so which is not a bad thing.
A pro and a con. So
I should add that to the con.
What price and pros and cons?
So the price is $199.
Yeah.
It lasts
it's a
up
little
to 10
pricey.
hours. It's a little, but you know, it's actually really nice though. So
and it adds considerable weight to it because it's got its own batteries.
And think about if you wanted to do this with just a Bluetooth speaker, you're going to pay extra for a Bluetooth speaker.
True.
Plus, it's not attached. This actually serves as a case as well, which is not a bad case.
Yeah.
So you have a case, you have a speaker, kind of all in one there.
Great. And the button on the side for the sound mode, so you can put it into the right sound mode.
Absolutely. And I like that it has the ability to know the difference.
Come on, there's got to be some cons. What are the cons?
Again, this was a hard one.
You are not. You know what? You're too nice.
I need to get a product and just rip it.
You need to hate it. All right, I'll give you a con. It's a little pricey.
It is a little pricey. That was the one that was on everything. All of the products were a little on the pricey side.
Everything costs a lot of money now, unfortunately.
That's true. The other thing I would like that I listed as a con on the last one, but it's not a major con, but I would like for it to have a little more secure close. Because if I am going to use it as a case,
and also,
I'm going to be honest, I could drop it.
How do you make it a stand?
So
like that?
Oops, we unmagnetized.
Anyway,
Leo's not going to approve it as
$199 before you buy.
Yes,
should you try? Should you buy or should you ignore it?
Buy it.
Buy it. Ladies and gentlemen, we just spent $300, $400 on some really good stuff from Belkin.